Hello everyone, Sub-Zero the Ice Ninja here again, and today it's been a few days since I've been back from Scotland, and this is my fourth take of this setup, I think. Fourth take of this video, out of 3 times timed out, so I'm on my tablet again here because I recently got an SD card for it, so I can guarantee that this time it's just not going to time out on me. So right here, of course you're staring at the wall right now, but this is my 6th setup video I think. It's hard to do that on camera, so 5, 1, there you are. So I came back from Scotland recently. This is my first video coming back from Scotland, and this setup you're about to see here, I was in this setup, so you might get a good idea of what it looks like, kind of, because I was in this setup before whenever I was leaving for Scotland in that video. However, it was incomplete. There was still a lot of stuff lying on the bed, and the classic setup, as I like to call it, wasn't even complete yet. I'll get into what I'm talking about in a bit. It hadn't even been started practically. So I'll get into the setup now in 3, 2, 1. The bed's the usual tip, as you can see here. And down there's unused stuff, like as you can see, the PC game boxes and a GameCube controller, a spare one that I got today. Now, as you can see here, there's like this wee cubby hole here, so it's kind of like just squeezed by there to get into the actual setup itself. And then you can like go outside it. Pretty clever on my part, I'd say. Even though it can be a bit of a pain to get in sometimes. So right here, this is where my tablet would normally go when I'm recording with it. So Samsung Galaxy Tab 6th generation Tab A. Right here's a charger for it. It's plugged into my PS4 right now, and this is one of the improvements. I forgot to mention. I'm planning on making improvements to the setup, so I'll mention some of the improvements I will make going around it as well. This is one of the improvements I want to try out. Just another power adapter to put down there, so I can plug it with that AC adapter over there. So I'm sitting on my bed here because I'm gonna show you guys here. This is what I meant by classic setup. Come on, focus. This is what I meant by classic setup and HD setup. These are what I'm calling these. That's the HD setup, and this is the classic setup. The HD setup will include like the HD consoles as well as the main gaming PC as well. And the classic setup includes the Mac and old consoles. So I'll go through each one individually anyway. So let's start with the HD setup. As you can see here, we got the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One sitting right here on the left side. There's still the OG models of them. And we got the Xbox One controller sitting up there on its charging stand. And we also got an external hard drive for the PlayStation 4 and 2 external hard drives, if you can see there, for the PC. There's one there and there's one there. It's just kind of camouflaged in with everything. My tablet stand's sitting on this Minecraft book as well. If I go with the laptop here, it's the same one, the HP Omen 15. It's the exact same one I've had for quite a while now. It's Core i7 7700 HQ, GTX 1060 Max Q, 8GB of RAM, 1TB hard drive, 128GB SSD, and Windows 10 Home. And it's got the light up keyboard and all have you, but if you want to know more about this, go check out my original review of it. Right here we got a USB hub that extends out there. It's kind of hard to see in the darkness here, but there's a USB hub right here that I'm touching right now. Now that my hand's in the way, you can probably kind of see it now. And you can see there's stuff coming out of it there. And if I open this drawer here, it's hard to see, but there's a DVD drive in here from the laptop. You just saw the light there, and you can kind of see, and you can see me pulling it out here. That's what sits in there. So the cable management looks bad back here, and I'll get into cable management now. This is the best kind of cable management I could do with what I currently had. All I had were these holes in the desk here. I could fit route the cables through. All I had was that though, so it was the best I could do. But at least this time it doesn't look like a spaghetti noodle soup anymore. And you can see there's a bin back there as well. This is my chair I got for Christmas. It's still the same one from last time. And if we go into here, we got my phone, OnePlus 5T, still the same one. I'm doing an upgrade in January, so that's just in case you're wondering when I'm going to get a new one. My PSP is here as well. This is sitting here because this is the only way I can get the charger to reach over, because it's a really short charger. I have two micro SD to SD adapters here, so I can plug them up to my PC. And Wii U sitting here as well. It's sitting here so that the gamepad can get a better signal. That's why it's there, well, not with the rest of the consoles. Back here also, we got the PS Vita and its charger, the 2DS XL and its charger, and the Game Boy Advance SP. It's a Legend of Zelda edition, and you can't see it, but there is a charger for it back there as well. Right here we got the Razer Duo, the Razer Synosa Chroma keyboard with the light up membrane, and the Razer Naga Trinity mouse with it's the modular mouse where you could take off the side panels here. And then we also have my NES and SNES Classics here. SNES Classic actually had a bit of a hard time hooking up as well, because it wouldn't turn on for a few moments. Bluetooth headphones up here as well. It's the same ones from last time I showed you. I have Bluetooth headphones, but these ones haven't broken yet, thankfully. And they're pretty good as well. They're pretty comfy, especially for basically cheap stuff you get in B&M or something. Webcam that I still don't use. I don't plan on really using a webcam at all, really. It's just up here for aesthetics. And my Koshin HD 2000 headset. It's the same one from last time. It still works. Alright, now let's get to the beast herself. And here we have the Samsung 4K Smart TV, 49-inch. It's pretty good. It's actually, the desktop's running in 4K right now. It's pretty good. I don't play many games in 4K in it because I want to get an eGPU first before I do that. But as you can see here, we got the 4K setup, and it's a 49-incher, pretty big screen. And if I get the remote here, this remote looks like this. By the way, if I hit the home button there, as you can see, I can scroll through Netflix and all, watch YouTube, and go to any of my inputs here. This out of the way. Nintendo Switch back there. I don't really mind the fact that I can't really see it. I just needed to put it. It doesn't really matter if I can't see it or not. Just so if I can put it in the dock and the Joy-Cons are on it, it's still so satisfying just to do this. And we have my Wii U gamepad here on the charging cradle. Also, I'm not sure if you guys saw this on my PC setup here, but I have my Aukey, my extended mouse pad right here made by Aukey, so I can put my keyboard and mouse on it. It's pretty cool. Gets the job done. As you can see, the desks are sort of split in between there, and then as a result there's this bar in between here which kind of splits my legs apart. And then we go to the right side here, we got more power adapters and HDMI cables, and probably the worst cable management you're going to see in this video so far. And we also got the PS3 and Xbox 360 with a Magma Red PS4 controller sitting on top of it for my PC. They of course do what PS3 and Xbox 360 controllers would expect to do. In there it's just old stuff like my wallet and stuff. Like if I ever need my wallet, I just hide it in here. I probably shouldn't have said that on video now, shouldn't I? In here I got controllers. Stuff as is, you got your Nintendo Switch Pro controller, your PS4 controllers, your N64 controllers, what have you. And then there's just game boxes. If we go over here, we have games themselves and the Wii U, with the Wii remotes for the Wii U. We got games themselves. We got this one here is a PS1 game. I'll get into it in a bit. One thing I want to do with these is organize them, even though they're currently organized by generation, I would prefer to organize them by system. That way it's easier to sort through them. Because I had a bit of a struggle looking for Wii games earlier, so... Right here. So right now we got the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube games. Wii U, Xbox One, PS4. Wii, Xbox 360, and PS3. PC, and then there's this single PS1 game here. It's Mortal Kombat. Well, that was great. This single PS1 game here, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which I play on my PS3 mainly. So that's that there, and we got blinds there as well. I got a fan here because it was summertime and it was roasting here, so I got a fan here. Put this on. So if I'm ever sweating in a game, I just stick that on and I'm feeling better. So if we go over here to the classic setup now, as you can see across here, it's my old desk. If we go into here, I got a glasses case and my TV remote. Also, for fear of triggering it, I'm going to turn this off. Okay, because I triggered it last video, if you remember. And then we just got stuff I'm not currently using really here. I'm planning on using this whenever I get another CC adapter. Roku remote here as well. This is so I can put Netflix on or something on. I haven't got plugged in yet, but that's so I can put like Netflix or something on this TV while using that TV to play games. If I wanna, I got my tripod there. This micro USB cable broke the other day. It was the original one I was using for my tablet. And then if you go to we got more games here. We got my PSP, 3DS, DS. This one here is a bit confusing, but this is Game Boy Tetris. Tetris on Game Boy right here, the original Game Boy. This is confusing as to whether or not the Game Boy or Game Boy Color cartridge, but it's one of those like cartridges that claim to have a bunch of games, but they repeat them all the time. In this case here, it won't focus on the camera here, but it says 82 in one. It says like advanced color back there. I'm pretty sure it's a regular Game Boy cartridge, but because it's kind of an oddball, I just put it to the side of the other one, of my Tetris cartridge. It's not even really that good of a cartridge. It doesn't actually have 82 games. It's one of those ones that repeats it all the time. Right here, I got Game Boy Advance games. Got my Gunstar Heroes and my Easy Flash cartridge for my Game Boy Advance. Easy Flash Omega. PS Vita, still only got Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified and Minecraft. Nintendo Switch, and my ED64 Plus flash cartridge for my Nintendo 64. If we go here, right now my GameCube sitting here, but I think this would be a perfect time to go into what's down there. But my old consoles, whenever I'm plugging them in, they go there, because there's only one composite port in this TV, so they go there. My old consoles are down there. My Xbox, PS2, N64, Master System, and Mega Drive. And my GameCube's sitting there because I was playing it last. The way this kind of works is that, as you can see there, the plug's down there next to the Twinkie box. Yeah, I was eating Twinkies down here. As you can see there, the Twinkie box is normally not there, by the way, but you can see plugs in there. That's where the old consoles plug in. And then from the back of the TV here, there is a composite adapter, a composite extension cable that goes by the TV. It comes out of here and comes out of there. That way, whenever I'm plugging up old consoles, whenever I'm taking the composite cables, I can just plug them back here. As you can see here, the GameCube one is going from round back there down to here. And you follow the cable, it's going across the floor there, up into the extenders, which then routes the signal into the TV. So that way it's pretty easy to plug old consoles in. As you can see there, you got everything else. You got your PS2 and Xbox One, you got my GameCube one plugged in there too, and also the big beast Nintendo 64 one here that doesn't need to exist. That's getting another thing I turned off for fear of triggering again for a second time. My Amazon Echo. I'm not going to say her name because I plan on watching this over. So, and I don't want to accidentally trigger any of you guys if you have any. So I'm not going to say her name. I'm just going to call it Amazon Echo. Of course, I do the same thing with this. One thing you guys know about me, I'm terrified of thunderstorms, so this thing's become really useful for letting me know if there's a thunderstorm warning. I'm terrified of thunder, guys. It was thundering earlier today, actually, and I was terrified. Right here, I got ear protectors here because I'm really noise sensitive, so I put these on. I was a bit too noisy. And I got my iMac there. Down there is my keyboard and trackpad for my iMac. Right, and my iMac itself sits there. can see there, it goes back there as well. And another improvement I want to make to this is I want to try get another one of those mini display cables that my laptop's plugged into my TV with. I want to get another one of those for my Mac and plug it into that TV to make like a dual monitor setup with that. But of course, I said I was going to make other improvements as well. These aren't the only improvements I'm going to make to this setup. One improvement I plan on making is getting more of these kind of desks here and kind of just making a big hole of desks around here. Just like that there. And then putting like all the TVs, putting this TV beside that one and making like a triple monitor setup with that. Putting the Mac beside it and basically making the dual monitor Mac there as well. Sort of keeping like moving all the consoles again. That's one thing I plan to do. Getting these IKEA cubby holes that go across here to put consoles in. It'll be pretty sick. It's nothing more than a dream right now, but it's what I plan on doing. But of course we're not done yet. We still have the box collection to go. The box collection's here now, by the way. This was all back when I was recording everything in Scotland. This took up most of my bed. Like all the boxes were on the bed. Of course, you got your mainstays, you got your Wii U's, we got your Nintendo Classic Editions, you got your 2DS and 2DS XLs, as well as boxes of stuff that I don't actually own, but I just have because my family owns them, like that S10 box there. You got your Easy Flash, you got your Sky-Hub, you got your Steam controllers, you got your whatever, you got your Bluetooth keyboard case that you never use that you bought from Lanzarote. You got your Nintendo Switches, you got everything here. And it's on my rug. I'm not sure you guys saw my rug either. So, I'm pretty sure that is everything now, so I'm pretty sure I can end this video now. Get one last look at it. So, there we are, guys. Hit the like button if you liked it, hit the dislike button if you disliked it, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. You'll get notified of every new video I upload. Bye everyone.